So here's where we're at. I lean left. I'm not going to vote for Trump based on the economy. I don't care. I don't care about the economy. I know a lot of people do. But what these people aren't taking into consideration, which is good for Trump, is the culture war. And I've seen those progressives. I don't know if you saw my video on my main channel over at timcast.net several days ago, where progressive host Kyle Kalinske said the culture war is a bad bet, that Trump needs to get on economic issues, but he's not, he's going to lose because of it. I'm not entirely convinced. When they poll people at a national level, it's not that important, because we know that people in California are fired up, but California doesn't matter. They're going to vote blue. The issue is Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, the blue wall states, Florida, the swing states. And some states may actually swing in a direction we don't realize. It's unpredictable, and it's hard to know for sure. Based on what the Democrats are doing, I think Trump is on track to lose. Not just because of the media claiming it's all peaceful, not calling Trump all the worst names in the book. They're trying everything, and that puts Trump at a major disadvantage. Yeah. National polls this so bad, they're bad. You can try and pretend that it's the polls are wrong again. That'd be a mistake. Now, it's possible that the economy is less of a factor. As I mentioned,
he's also a pedophile. He's also a racist and whatnot.
They didn't.
He supports
Moody's has been
people
historically
from
accurate until Donald Trump.
KKK, like Robert Byrd.
And
come on.
They said that they didn't take certain things into account. The Trump's voter base and things like that. I still
Sorry,
don't
I was
think
on Parler talking to somebody.
I don't think people realize how
they basically said they're like, I can think of a movement that talks about all lives.
Someone
it's
like me,
BLM.
who's slightly
like,
on the left,
really, dude?
Economically, but is leaning
if Black
towards
Lives Matter was
voting
about
for
all
Trump.
lives, they would say all lives
people
matter.
keep saying like, the left is saying Tim absolutely will vote for Trump. People on the right are saying, Tim, when are you going to announce you're voting for Trump? I'll do it when I think he's the right choice as we move forward. I'm not entirely convinced right now. I don't know what the alternative is, but we will see. Right now, Trump seems to be talking more about personal grievances. And look, you got address it or don't. He's tweeting. His tweets seem just mostly complaints. His rallies are talking about how he doesn't like people. The people who are mean to him. Where is his conversation about corruption? He's talking a bit about culture war issues. That's true. But he's not leaning heavy enough into what he's going to do about it. And what is he doing about it? And what are Republicans doing about it? Republicans, in my opinion, have done nothing.
Not true, because you don't look into it.
It's an authoritarian versus libertarian argument, right? That the Republicans shouldn't necessarily be doing things. The problem is the Democrats are. They've literally gotten on bent knee to the woke insanity. And I, as a moderate liberal person, look, I love The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, Back in the day, we had real comedy. George Carlin was not a conservative guy. Neither is Dave Chappelle. That's what I like. I like a mature, responsible, confident talk. And if you want to talk about real ideas, we can do it. The culture war is a huge issue for me. When they tear down statues of abolitionists, when they tear down statues of our founding fathers, that freaks me out. Trump says he's arrested several hundred people. I like that. That's a good thing. Will that swing many Americans? Not if he can't get his message out. And that's what they're trying to restrict. Twitter is now censoring him, so I am not convinced. And you know what, man? I'll put it this. I could rant on this for a really, really long time, but I won't go on too much longer. Listen. How many people in this space, independent media, be it conservative or otherwise, warned that if the Republicans did not deal with censorship, they would be crushed? Everybody? Every single person, libertarian, moderate, centrist, conservative. And now here we are. Trump is being drowned by negative press, as he's always done, as always. And many people are blaming him. Don't believe me? Look, I'm telling you, man. I think Trump can win for sure. I think he's in bad track right now. I'm looking at what my friends are posting. I'm looking at what people like. I know a bunch of people from Chicago who are apolitical, and I'm seeing what they're posting. And while many people have been activated more to the right towards Trump's camp, simply because of the culture war, I don't think it's a guarantee. The culture war is hot, hot, hot right now. It is aflame, and mail-in voting is coming. So as I said before, this may be the case. You get all of these kids who are memeing and TikToking and all these things to go after Trump, and they make it a meme game to vote against Trump because it'll be funny or something like that. They figure out how to weaponize the power of youth meme viral campaigns. All those mail-in votes are gonna put Trump at a major disadvantage.
Why are we doing mail-in ballots? Why are we doing mail-in ballots? Why are we doing mail-in ballots? All polling places need to be open. The government cannot stop you from showing up and voting. Why? Why is that being allowed? Why are we talking about mail-in ballots? We've never had to do mail-in ballots before. That's a massive issue with me, especially when I have constant, floods of look at all this mail-in ballot voter fraud. Like, I saw somebody go like, well, mail-in ballots, there's literally like laws that say you can't do it, and there's voter protection built in. It's like, what are you talking about? People are dropping off ballots by like the handfuls and whatnot to flood the election. People are reporting that they're getting, like, Tim Pool even says he got a mail-in ballot for somebody who doesn't even live at his address. Are you kidding me? And people want to say mail-in ballots. Like, that's 100% fraud. No. My mom's like, oh, I guess I'm going to mail in my ballot. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to go to your fucking local polling place and go vote. You're not mailing it in. What are you doing? What are you talking about? How old are you? I'm going to mail in my ballot. Might as well fucking email it. Or how about you respond to an online poll? Fuck.
The economy remains strong. The Democrats would need historic turnout to defeat Trump. The economy is in the gutter because of COVID. Many people are smart enough to realize it's not Trump's fault. Knew. And the polls actually favor Trump on the economy. Most polls show that the American people would prefer Trump over Biden in repairing the economy, so Trump still has that economic advantage.
Yes, he does.
However, the economy is bad. Many people aren't paying attention, so they'll just vote against Trump, blaming him for COVID like the media's been doing over and over again.
Let's do my 6 month.
Will mail-in votes give the left a much higher turnout? I believe the answer will be yes.
That flat line to a first spike down, that was COVID.
We want to make sure everyone votes.
And then during COVID, I started investing more, and now look, I'm skyrocketing. If everyone votes
and they vote against Trump, and Trump loses, well, hey, that's how the system works.
Oh, excuse me.
So what you need to do is figure out your messaging. Everybody's going to play dirty. So it's hard to know exactly how you deal with this.
I'm down.
But I'll tell you what, man.
$30-some on my personal account, but I'm still over $1,000 on it.
I think if Joe Biden wins, you take a look at like the Jenna Marbles video, one of the OG YouTubers, 20 million subs, crying because she made naughty jokes. It's mind-blowing to me that you can have 20 million subs, get millions of views, all loving you, and then get a few nasty
Trump's
tweets
great for the economy, say what you will.
People.
He's not the one who shut down all the local fucking
goddamn states. What do you
think's
going to happen
states.
if Biden wins and these people actually take over?
The Democrats shut him down. The Democrats aren't allowing it open because the Republicans were the last to shut down and the first to reopen, and they're doing fine. Texas is apparently talking about shutting down again, but that's retarded. And Texans are freaking out on their governor who wants to shut down.
These people have lost the plot. They've gone nuts. They're dogmatic ideologues. When Biden wins...
So sorry, I'm voting with my wallet. Trump's better for the economy.
Conservatives will do nothing.
So much better.
They won't protest.
Because we can't protest, Tim Pool. We can't protest, Tim Pool. When we go out to protest, we're told we're going to be locked the fuck up. We went out and shouted with our guns. We showed up with guns and said, you're not closing our businesses. We're reopening them. And what happened? When they reopened them, they were fucking to jail, Tim. How about you fucking talk about that? Oh, the conservatives won't do anything. Because when we do, we get fucking arrested. Fuck you, Tim.
They'll do nothing. They'll do nothing. I'm sorry. It's just
fuck
what
you,
happens.
Tim.
Moderates, of course, will do nothing. They'll just sit back and say, oh, well, But the left goes around smashing things, occupying, protesting, surrounding buildings.
And with the left, guess what? The left is allowed to destroy their towns that are controlled by leftist Democrats that are telling the cops to stand the fuck down. Tim.
They're organized. And that's why they're winning so much. Trump was a shock to the system. But Trump ran when the Democrats were weakened by the revolution, the civil war with the Democratic Party, splitting them and giving Trump an opportunity to come in. Now the Democrats have bowed to the mob, to the far left, meaning they are in control.
The far left also is like a very small percentage of the rest of this country. The country is 60% conservative, and guess what? All of the people who live in these cities, I'm pretty sure, are realizing and taking a huge red suppository right now, a red pill suppository, realizing like, holy shit, these Democratic leaders are fucking allowing this to happen. You think that they're going to be like, well, where's Trump? No, it's your local government. If you're fucking shit, like, education systems in your fucking cities actually taught you how the civic system and the branches of government worked, you would understand he's like, he could bring in the National Guard. He could bring in the fucking military if he wanted. He's not pulling out the Insurrection Act for a reason. Because then the media and the Democrats get to paint him as Hitler, and they get to do everything they wanted, because look at what they did the moment he showed up with a Bible and held it and goes, nope, I'm now in front of the church that you tried burning down merely 12 hours ago. It's still standing. I'm still here. That was a fucking power move. And that was one of the biggest. And if he had a fucking tear gas protesters to get that photo, I don't give a fuck. Because you know why? The Democrats sat there and kneeled to the mob wearing kente cloths of fucking African tribes that literally sold people into slavery. Fuck you. Fuck you for that shit. You really want to try to pull that shit with me? Good. I hope everybody gets tear gas then. Fuck all you. I hate these protesters. They're not protesting. They're not doing anything. They're not addressing their grievances to the government. That's the point of the First Amendment. It doesn't mean you get to go in there going like, Black Lives Matter, into a fucking stupid restaurant while people are just trying to eat for the first time ever in fucking 3 months because you're insane Democrat leaders. No. You don't get to do that. That's not your First Amendment right. No. You don't get to do that. That's wrong. You do get to go up to Capitol Hill. You do get to stand there and go, Black Lives Matter, to all your fucking Democrat leaders. And they'll go, you're right. You're so right. You're so right. Do you want to tear down a statue? Because we'll let you do it. Hey, how about the Democrat Confederates here? How about the slave owners that were Democrats? Hey, how about the KKK leader that was a Democrat? You want to tear him down? No, don't do that. That's our friend. Fuck Democrats. Fuck the left. Fuck Antifa. Fuck Black Lives Matter.
There's no